What is going on, guys? It's me, PioneerHD, and I'm bringing to you a first episode of Leverkusen. But actually, this is the second episode. I did record the first episode, and it really fucked up with my Elgato. There was a corruption error or something or other, and it just didn't let me record or anything. So we have started the season. We beat Dortmund 3-2, and we are, I think, right second in the league. But you did only miss pre-season and the first game of the season. We are trying to sign Gaia on your screen now and Gregory van der Wiel, because we do need to strengthen in left and right back. We actually are struggling to sign Gregory van der Wiel because he does seem to be quite an expensive player. We have brought in Eric Dyer on loan. We've brought Icardi in for 16.5 million from Inter Milan. And we also brought in Timo Werner and Goretzka from Stuttgart and Schalke, just to strengthen the team up. So we did have a fantastic start of the season, beating Dortmund, as I said. I didn't think we'd win that game, and it did turn out to be a very good first half of the game, but the second half they did come back into it, scoring 2 goals. Barabi was man of the match in that game, I've got to say. I had to put him into this episode, say somewhere along the line, because he was fantastic in that first episode, and I am looking forward to using him throughout the thing. And we are getting some transfers done here. Hull want to take the Natty off our hands for 3 million, but at this current moment in time we don't have a right back, so I don't really want to sell him. Contract stalling with Gregory van der Wiel, 10.5 million for him, 26.77. That is overpriced in my opinion. Trying to get him for 5.5 with Donati involved, but we have signed Gaia, the youngster. I think he's 19 in the first season. Yeah, I think he's 19, from Spain. Fantastic player on career mode, solid left back when you first sign him, and he gets into a fantastic left back throughout your career mode. So we're going into game against Hertha Berlin. I believe it's Berlin. Yeah, Hertha Berlin. They've got Kalu up top, as you can see on screen now, and it should be quite a good game, to be fair. I think in that we are going to probably, for most of the season, we're going to play with a 4-2-3-1 with this Leverkusen team with Icardi and Çalhanoğlu. I think that's how you pronounce his name, I'm not too sure. In behind Icardi with Son on the left, Bellarabi on the right, Bender and Castro. And that is a big shout out coming to Castro, who is a fantastic player. His work rates just allow him to do so much in midfield. He can play on the right midfield as well if you need him to, as he did last season for the Bundesliga side. But Hertha Berlin started the better. We were struggling early on, trying to pass out from the back, get something going up top. A poor mistake from us there. Hertha Berlin picked the ball up on the edge of the box. Kalu comes inside. He took a shot, but fantastic tackle from I'm not sure who that was coming in there, but it saved us in the end. They did sign Stocker. I think he signed from I do believe he came from Basel, but Basel, but I could be corrected. And they did have the first chance there with a header, but it was well wide. And then into the 11th minute, Çalhanoğlu went through there. Really should be getting out on target, but nevertheless, he is a fantastic player and does have 5-star skills. So around the edge of the box, he's a fantastic little player. Icardi was trying to work something in the box, came to Çalhanoğlu, out to Son, who seems to always have so much space, into Icardi, and it hits the bar. That was so unfortunate. We should have taken the lead there in the 41st minute. Then just straight after that, Çalhanoğlu goes down the wing, lovely acceleration, whips the ball into Castro, and he hits the bar again. That's twice in a row in the space of about 2 minutes we've hit the bar. Very unlucky, but we are pressing for this goal. But that was all for half time. We went into half time 0-0. Decided to make I was going to make a few changes. I was going to bring Timo Werner on, but I decided against it. Son was having a good game, and I just wanted to see how it would play out in the second half. Son then proved that he should be on the pitch with a lovely diagonal to Bellarabi into Bender. He's taking his time. We're trying to work it into a nice bit of space here. Icardi drives into the box, and they were just crowding me out, but a lovely reverse pass into Castro, and a fantastic finish that was into the far corner, putting us 1-0 up in the 62nd minute, and it was coming. So after that goal, I decided, yep, Son, he's done what he needed to for the game. Bring Werner on just to save his energy, and we also bring on Dermich, who is a very, very good sub-striker to have. I do like him. He's quick, he's strong, and he's got a decent finish on him, and definitely will be good throughout the season. But they were still getting chances, and that was a fantastic save from Leno there. But we were trying to counter against them. Although we were at home, they were probably holding most of the possession. But a lovely ball into Dermich there. He manages to outmuscle defence here. He's running through one-on-one with the keeper. I take my time, come inside and just finesse that. And that's a fantastic finish, and the keeper had no chance of really saving that. And that put us 2-0 up in the 88th minute and secured the game. So this is a well-earned 2-0 win. That was probably a lot harder than the Borussia Dortmund game in the first episode. They were a tough team to break down. I don't know why. They just seemed to hold possession in midfield. I don't know if it was just because of their formation or what, but they did just seem to outnumber us in midfield. But we did take the 2-0 lead, and we are undefeated 2 games into the season. So Van der Veel was breaking down, so I decided to go to check the market for a few others, and we came across Cavander, a young Belgium, I do believe he is. Belgium, Lazio right back, only 23, and they want 5 million for him. So I decided to put a cheeky 4.5 million in him, because we are in the transfer window, so I don't really want to start getting into a bidding war, because we could run out of time, and we do actually need to strengthen in that right back position, because currently we don't have. He's semi-decent, Donati, but he is not the best. But we are definitely would be in a better place if we do sign Lazio's Cavander, because he's solid, he's strong, he's fast. If you looked at the ticks that he had on his physical attributes, they were fantastic, and he wants 40,000 a week for 4 years, and we're putting him as an important first team player, so he most likely will sign, considering Lazio only had him down as a squad rotation player. And he probably will be a crucial player for us. He will probably start most of the games unless he's injured or if we're playing in the cup. So I'm just going to forward the date start thing here, and as you can see, Aguero signed to Real Madrid for 57 million. He always seems to leave Man City for some reason or another, and that means Cavander has signed, and that is our last transfer of the player we've brought in for this transfer window. We then did get Rolfus in, a bid for Rolfus 4.5 million, but I didn't really want to weaken our squad, so I didn't let him leave. So going into the second game of this episode, we're coming up against Werder Bremen. And we're playing at home again. I believe that's 2 out of our 3 games so far we've played at home. And this would definitely be a tough game, because Werder Bremen are not the weakest team in the Bundesliga by far. They are probably in the top 6 or 7 teams in the Bundesliga. They'd definitely be hard to break down. And we do have Cavander making his debut. And we did play quite a weaker team here. We dropped Icardi, we rested him, we dropped and rested both our centre-backs with Dyer, and someone else came in. And Dermich got off to a fantastic start there in the 4th minute, but why I ever chipped him, I should have just taken a touch and slid that past him and we would have been 1-0 up. But they were holding possession well. De Santo, the ex-Wigan player, whips the ball in there, but nothing came of that. Leno was still in goal, fantastic keeper, and I'm so glad we didn't sell him to Bayern or Roma, who did come into him on the first episode, but we did manage to go 1-0 up there with Dermich. A lovely clip ball over the top, and he's not going to miss that one-on-one with the keeper. As I said, he is a fantastic finisher of the ball, and definitely recommend him if you're looking for a sub striker. However, although we were 1-0 up, they were still probably the better team. They were working it round on the edge of my box well, and they managed to slot that past Leno, but the post was there to save us, and we tried to counter-attack. Dermich running through here, a lovely. Actually, we didn't actually drop Icardi. What we decided to do was drop Çalhanoğlu, because he was down on fitness, and we played Icardi behind Dermich, and it seemed to work quite well for us. Werner here out on the left, we're trying to work something. He was a bit fortunate there twice with that skill move and then running into our player. He falls to Dermich, he takes a touch on the defender, fantastic shot, and it hits the post. So basically they shot, hit the post, and then we shot, hit the post. In about 5 minutes that happened. Icardi was working well here, he's driving into the box, and he should score that, but a very, very tame finish when he just tried to side foot that past the keeper, and he should have just smashed it into the top bins. We then try and work something here, comes out to Goretzka, and then it was a fantastic save, but then he just seems to run into me here when I try to control it. It definitely would have been a goal, so I thought he really should have been sent off for that, but I can see why the ref didn't really give it. It was unfortunate on, it's fortunate on our part that was a fantastic touch from Dermich, but then he just runs into me, Garcia, and there's no doubt that is a penalty. I'm just hoping that we can slot this home with Icardi to get his second of the campaign for Leverkusen since signing. So he's going to step up, and we'll probably go. I have missed quite a few penalties this year on FIFA, but we do not miss this one. We go to the right, and it is quite easy, I'd have to say, to score against the computer on penalties, because even if they do dive the same way, they don't really ever save it, I found. But if you're playing online against someone, they will save it. And that was the end of the first half. We went in 2-0 up. A fantastic performance from us so far, and we are just defensively solid in this game because we don't have the attacking threat as we did possess, just because the lack of quality that we have on the field, because we have fielded a weakened side. But they are battering a decent German team, and we did manage to go 3-0 up there with a Carde Dermich on a lovely little run down the line, slides it back to him, and that put us 3-0 up. And as I said, it is a weakened team, but then Werder Bremen did go all out attack. We are playing a weakened team, but they have just slaughtered this team. Dermich, a lovely dribble there, and he isn't going to finish. As I said, he has very, very good finishing. And that means it's 4-0 in the 83rd minute, and that is all for this half. We managed to win 4-0 against Werder Bremen at home, and it's a fantastic start to the season. That is 3 games, 3 wins, and 3 comfortable wins, I have to say that. And I'm very, very impressed with this team. So if you're looking forward to this series and the next episode, be sure to leave a like, comment below, hit that subscribe button, and also if we get this to 5 likes, I'll upload another episode. Speak to you guys later. Bye.